Welcome back. President Trump is making broad claims about vulnerabilities and fraud in our country's elections. During his address to the nation last night, the president went as far to allege officials he appointed in his previous administration were covering up the information. As ABC's Olivia Rubin reports, it all comes as part of his effort to pass new voter ID legislation just months ahead of a high-stakes midterm election.
After a primetime address to decry the security of U.S. elections, President Trump declassifying a slew of documents he claimed show vulnerabilities in election systems and an alleged plot by China to interfere in the 2020 election.
No country could be great without fair and honest elections.
But the heavily redacted documents released by the White House don't actually appear to back up those claims, many of which Trump has baselessly been pushing since he lost the 2020 election by 7 million votes. In one instance, Trump claiming his administration found more than 250,000 non-citizens on the voter rolls. But the documents don't show exactly how they got those numbers. And at no point did the president prove people cast ballots who shouldn't have. Several states pushing back on those claims. The Republican Secretary of State in Georgia saying the Peach State, quote, remains the gold standard for those who want secure, accessible, and fair elections. In his speech, the president providing no evidence that the outcome or a single vote was altered in any way. His own attorney general in 2020 saying as much at the time. Trump also claiming China accessed millions of U.S. voter files and that intelligence officials kept the information from him. But the records describe China's efforts to obtain, not alter, the records, which in many cases are publicly available. And some of the very documents released by the White House last night concluded that China did not attempt to influence the outcome of the 2020 election. Democrats now warning Trump is laying the groundwork for challenging future election results with midterms less than 4 months away.
He's laying the foundation to be able to tell America after Election Day that the election was corrupt and therefore should not be respected.
And this all comes as part of President Trump's efforts to push through his new sweeping voter ID law, which has been stalled in the Senate as Republicans there say they just don't have the votes to get it through. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, New York.
The president's speech also included a push to pass the Save America Act. It would mandate states have proof of citizenship before registering a person to vote in a federal election. If not, they face penalties.